So let's see, what is the most relevant for me? Last night I got into a vulnerable discussion, and my mother became quite adamant of how much I need to just find a regular job with that. And uh, yes, I do get to have greater amounts of income, and it's like finding like a regular 9 to 5 job that just feels so on a part soul crushing and like not in alignment with how my neurodivergent mind works. And I'm needing to create a way for a more abundant income and flow into my life in a way that actually works for me.
Okay. So one thing about what your mom's suggesting is that if you have regular income coming in, then you have less things to worry about.
I
Sorry,
can see that.
fewer things to worry about. So in a place where there are fewer things to worry about, your mind can go to a place of what's possible because it's not stuck in how am I going to pay the bills, right? So as much as you want to create an amazing coaching business, if you're wrapped up in struggling just to pay for things, you're not going to be fully effective. So I'm not saying you have to go get a job. I'm saying I want you to understand that side of it. If when I don't have money, I find an alternative way to make money so that I don't worry about money. So then I start making money, right? The worry is the key, right? Um, what is it? Maslow's hierarchy? Oh shit, sorry.
Yeah, Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah. So you want to get out of those lower levels where it's survival so that you can create more. So I want you to consider, and it doesn't have to be a full-time job, it could be a part-time job, it's something to get the income flow. Okay. That's one.
I'm going to consider that.
Okay. That's one side of it. The other side is why don't you want to make money?
I feel myself getting a little bit sheepish and pulling back, so there's definitely something there.
Mhm.
Um, Burden and responsibility are the first things that come up.
Okay. So if you have money, that's a burden.
Yes, currently.
How is money a burden?
The expectation to handle it and manage it wisely, or else being condemned and judged for not using it how other people think I should.
Okay. So everyone else runs your life right now.
Yes, that's horrible for me to say. Okay, let's step out of that, please. I really want to be running my own life.
Are you willing to step out of the story that you have to make sure no one condemns you for how you spend your money?
Yes,
Are you willing to step out of the story that if you have lots of money, you're going to be under constant pressure from everyone else on what to do with it and how to spend
yes, I'm going to step out of that.
it? And keep in mind, some people can try to put pressure on you. It's up to you whether you accept that pressure. It's like, Eco, you should be spending your money this way. You should be investing in this. You should be doing this. And you can be like, oh my God, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Or you can be like, thank you for the input. Here's what I'm doing.
I like that second way better.
Isn't it? It's lighter.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing around success is that I noticed that there has been a pattern habit that I will go towards something, get like 80, 90% of the way there, and then just drop it to pursue something else.
Yeah,
and
because if you
nothing too
pursued it
shady.
and you succeeded in it, you'd make money, you'd be under pressure. People would say all things about you and spend your money and say you're spending your money wrong. So let's not succeed. Let's get 80% of the way there, change my mind, and start something else.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Uh-huh. Easiest and simplest solution, right?
Yes. So if you stop giving a crap about how everyone's going to react to you having money, you can go to 100% instead of 80.
That would be a lot better.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, let's see if there's anything else. Yes. Okay, what else is there? How do I articulate that? I have a feeling like my feeling is like here. There's a lump. Uh,
Okay. But this is about success.
right in success.
Do you want success?
No, I don't.
That's interesting because that did not come up true.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, huh. Okay. So there are parts of me that I'm more energetically aligned with success, which means being in the monthly magic program is is going helping me in the year plus I've been in.
Good.
All right.
Okay. So part of you wants success. We already established that a big part of you didn't want money.
Right.
Okay.
There's a difference between those.
Yep. Yeah. I've known people that come off as successful but have zero money. So,
I would like both the money and the success, please.
okay. Is money a big responsibility?
Yes.
Okay. What makes it a big responsibility?
Going back to the needing to go and handle it wisely, responsibility, and I remember in my teenage years when mother going and telling me that she felt like money burned a hole in my pocket.
Your mom told you that?
Yes.
Okay. Are you willing to step out of her story that money burns a hole in your pocket?
Yes.
Money does not create responsibility. The lack of money creates responsibility, right?
Hmm.
If you're making $5,000 a month, then you have to say how much is going to rent, how much is going to food, how much is going to my car, so that there's still some money left at the end of the month of that
Mhm.
5,000. If you're making $50,000 a month, well, taking care of everything and there's tens of thousands left, there's less responsibility,
That sounds like a lot easier.
isn't it?
Yeah. And what comes up from mind is like, what obligations, responsibilities, and burdens am I going to go and have on me if I were bringing in $50,000 a month?
Oh, so you assume that because you're making more money, you have more burdens and responsibility.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're in monthly magic.
Hmm.
Monthly magic, the responsibility I have for monthly magic is the container, which is first and third Mondays of the month at 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then first Friday of the month for refill your ambition, right? That's it.
Mhm.
That's all that's required of me for monthly magic. If there are 10 people in monthly magic versus 100 people in monthly magic, which one gives me more responsibility and sucks my time more?
In a group program format, it doesn't really take any more time or responsibility for that.
Oh, so you're saying that whether I make the money for let's 10 times 2,500 is 25,000 a month versus 250,000 a month, there's zero change in responsibility, even though I'm making 10 times the money.
In a group program format like Monthly Magic, yes.
Uh-huh. Let's think about that, shall we? Let's apply that to your belief.
Right. Because I've been viewing things more of like one-on-one client kind of thing instead of in a group format where it can be scaled and without really much additional need for anything beyond it.
Yep. And one-on-one is going to take up your time.
Hmm.
So with one-on-one, I charge a lot because I value my time. And I have a maximum number of one-on-one people I'll take on a year because I value my time.
Makes sense.
Right. So if you want to stay out of responsibility, or even if you create some, keep it at the same level, have a group program so that as many people can go in as one, and your responsibility is exactly the same, even though you're making more and more money. So you don't have to tie money and responsibility together.
Thank you for help parsing that out.
Okay. Are you willing to step out of the story that the more money you make, the more responsibility you will have?
Yes. It feels better.
Okay. Well, okay then. Well, let's give Eco some love. Hey, did you like that? I hope so. I hope you got a great shift out of it. And just keep in mind, there are hundreds of videos on this channel. You can watch them, say yes when I ask you to step out of story, and get more shifts. I have clients that do that every single day. Now, if you want to work with me in person, just go to the link down there for Ignite Your Success. And that's where these videos come from. I do a free workshop every month, the second Monday of the month. And the cost for admission, it's not money. It's you're going to end up here on the YouTube channel. If you're okay with that, happy to work with you. If you want more privacy, we'll then look into some of my programs. We're going to have some more information on them below. Anyway, thank you. We're off. Enjoy your life. Don't be afraid to be the happiest person in the room. Got it? Okay. Bye.